Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new to this channel, my name is Amra and this is Amra's Beauty Blog. If you're a subscriber, then welcome back. If you like this video, then please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell for weekly uploads. If you want to see how I got this look, keep watching. Today it's all going to be about Lisa Eldridge. This is my, I suppose, review, but also my experience of having gone to Lisa Eldridge's pop-up in Covent Garden. House of Eldridge. I managed to have the opportunity and I popped into the store. I have also got one of her jumpers on that is exclusive to the pop-up. I know a lot of people have been asking me what it looks like, and I will tell you as well what size I went for. So let me show you the jumper first. So this is Lisa's jumper, and as you can see, you've got her logo, which is exactly the same as the grey one and is such a great colour. I decided to go with the red. I think that red is a bit more complementary to my skin tone. I do love the grey one, and I'll probably pick up the grey one before her store closes. I decided to go for a baggy jumper because, especially during the winter, I feel like it's not too tight. One of the things that I found when I ordered this initially in grey and I returned it was because the neck was quite tight. As you go lower in size, the neck line gets a bit closer to your neck, and so when I was in Lisa's pop-up, I said to the person behind the counter, I'm worried that the neck will be too tight, and she said, well, try and size up, and then as you size up the neck gets bigger. So I'm really chuffed. I've gone with the extra large. Now I know a lot of people probably wouldn't, but I've done that because I like the roomy sort of feel to it, so that's how it looks. And yes, it's kind of a bit baggy, but I feel like I can wear something underneath if I need to, and the colour is just so rich and so beautiful. If you are in London, the pop-up store is open in Covent Garden, close to the Royal Opera House, and it is open until the 31st of December, which is New Year's Eve. So if you are in London, if you're making a trip to London, I really highly recommend you pop into the store and check out all of Lisa's lipsticks. Everything is there, from her lip liners to her glosses to her jewellery to a vintage museum of makeup. There will be people on hand to colour match you for her foundation. As well as that, you can sit down and have consultations where someone can show you the best colour lipstick or lip gloss or lip liner. It is full of treasures in there. I am so excited to tell you as well that I actually got to meet Lisa, and I was absolutely in awe of meeting her. I was quite nervous to meet her because I really do respect what she does, and I think when you meet someone that you really respect, you have a lot of butterflies in your stomach and you feel very sort of, what is she going to be like? How is she going to be? And it was just the most amazing experience. When I met her, I walked into the shop and she was standing there and I said, hi, I'm Amra. And she said, it's like meeting an old friend. She said that she had seen my photos and she'd loved my photos. And I was just sort of really in awe at how down to earth she was. She hugged me and then she hugged me again and then I hugged her again. And it just felt like I already knew her, and she was just so approachable, so down to earth, and just had this beautiful aura about her that is just so sort of welcoming. And I got that similar vibe actually when I met Pat McGrath. She came across really well as well. So I think that people that have been in the industry a long time, I genuinely have a lot of respect and love for. I am going to be posting video clips of what it looks like in store, especially for people that can't come to London. I hope that you'll be able to kind of live the experience through this video, because I certainly feel like it exceeded all of my expectations. I just wanted to show you what Lisa signed for me. So as you can see, I have Lisa's book, which is the Face Paint Story of Makeup. I purchased this when I was doing my makeup course many years ago, and I really wanted Lisa to sign it for me. This is the book, and inside, so this is what Lisa wrote. She wrote, "To Amra, love your photos. With love from Lisa." So lovely of her. She is so lovely. But when you go to the pop-up, you also get this lovely bag. I got Lisa to sign one of the canvas bags for me. So she signed that as well. And she wrote, "To Amra, lots of love, Lisa." I was really happy that she did that for me. it was just so nice to speak to her. I've been doing makeup not as long as Lisa has, but just to meet someone who is so good at what she does and so inspirational, and it was just such a wonderful moment for me. And like when I met Pat McGrath, it was a defining moment in terms of me learning about makeup and understanding, and it was just a defining moment for me to meet Lisa. And I would highly recommend, if she's in store, definitely to say hello to her and tell her about why you love her products so much, because I am sure she would love to hear what you think of her products. It's a beautiful, beautiful store as well. The store has been so thought out in terms of reflecting Lisa's personality. When you go in, you've got these pink lips, which you'll probably see me sitting on, and that's just so Lisa. And then before you enter the store, there's all these little lips that are in the front of the store. Then you've got Lisa's sign, and there's like velvet drapes and of different colours, and then you go in and it's just such a lovely experience. And as you move further back to the back of the room, there are magazine covers from different shoots, I'm guessing, that she has done in the past. So there's Vogue magazine and various different magazines, and it's just such a beautiful place to kind of really envelop yourself in. And when you start looking at all the different vintage makeup that she's collected over the years, you can truly see her passion for makeup. And the jewellery, I got to try on a lot of her jewellery and her rings, and oh my god, they're on my wish list. In fact, I was told that the rings are exclusive to the pop-up in terms of price, because if you go and buy it on the website, the rings cost more money, but if you buy it in store, I think you're saving about £30 or £40 per ring. The prices are quite dear for the rings. They range from about almost £400 to over £1,000. They are really quite dear, but they are 24 karat gold and sterling silver, and they have sort of precious stones in there, so I think that's what makes the value of the ring go up. Also, she has some surprises in there. Well, she will be launching some eyeshadow. It's almost like liquid eyeshadow, and that's coming up soon, so stay tuned for that. I'm also going to insert swatches of those and pictures of those so you can see how they looked on my skin tone. And on top of that, a wonderful surprise, not only was this jumper, which is only available in store at the moment in red, she also had a selection of brushes. So there's about, I think, 5 or 6 in total. These brushes are cherry wood in terms of the handle. It's synthetic, it's vegan. They range from about £30 to £50 across all the brushes, so I'm sure she's going to be launching that on her site at some point, but again, it's exclusive to the pop-up. But I will be picking up some of Lisa's brushes because I'd like to see how they perform. I don't have a lot of really good synthetic brushes. I'm sure that she's really made sure these brushes are really good. Now, I have a couple of goodies behind me of what I've picked up from Lisa's pop-up, and today we're going to be going through those, and I'm also going to be showing you a few things that Lisa had signed for me. So let's have a look at some of the pieces I picked up. So as you can see, I have Lisa's jumper on, so that was the first thing I picked up. And then I also got colour matched in store. I have used the sample sets that Lisa had with her collection that I purchased before, and I picked out number 22. So when I went to get colour matched, I did say to Lisa's makeup artist that I believe I'm 22, and we sort of tested it out, and he said, well, that's probably a really good match. So what I did was I purchased the full size, which is exclusive again to Lisa's pop-up, and let's have a look at the foundation. This was number 22. You're going to be in awe at the beauty of this. It reminds me of a spaceship. I don't know if you've seen movies where it's about sort of heading into space and stuff, or alien spaceships, but it gives me that vibe. It's just the shape of it, which is really, really unusual, which I find really interesting. I will ask Lisa if I see her again why she decided to go with this shape, because it's very different to anything I've ever had. What's interesting as well is it doesn't stand up the sort of conventional way, so I couldn't put it like that. When you rest it, it has to be rested on its side. Some people may argue that that is not great for a foundation because then the colour doesn't actually mix and everything, but when I do use my foundations I tend to give them a good shake anyway, so it doesn't really matter that they've been leaning on their side or they're sitting straight up like this. So this is what Lisa's foundation looks like. It says Lisa Eldridge going across here. It's got a really gorgeous gold top and then like a flat surface on this side. This has a shelf life of 12 months. You get 30ml, so that's quite a lot of product. Now I don't have any foundation on because I'm going to be putting this on shortly, so you can see how the coverage looks like, but I really wanted to show you how amazing this container looks. I decided to try out whilst I was there and the makeup artist was there. I tested out Crystal Nebula. When I saw this highlighter, which is the Elevated Glow, which is Lisa's highlighter, it's interesting because when you look at the photographs it looks very fair, but when I put this on it actually is really, really nice. And so I picked up Crystal Nebula, which I didn't pick up the last time. This was the colour that I went with because I thought it's a really nice colour and it looks really nice on. We will put that on as well with the foundation once I have that on. It's a 12-month shelf life and it has 13ml of product. So I'll just show you that again, but you've got the Lisa Eldridge seamless skin going across. You can stand this up. If you've seen my other videos you would have seen this. So finally I picked up Velvet Intrigue. Again, I was really worried about this shade. Again, when I saw the photographs it came across really, really fair, and I have quite pigmented lips and I was worried that this would look washed out on me or make me look a little bit pale. What we discovered was that if we used either a fair, the lip liner, blush or Muse, any of those actually works really well with this lipstick because it creates an ombre effect. And the tips that Lisa's makeup artist said to me was that you can always use a darker colour on the outside and then just put this on the inner part of your lips. It gives your lips some dimension. It's in the gorgeous Lisa Eldridge packaging. This one is 18-month shelf life and it has 3.5 grams of product. So this is the packaging and then this is Lisa's True Velvet formula. One of the beautiful things, and you can see from this image here, is just how stunning Lisa's lipsticks truly are. They have this coating on them which really makes them unique but also gives it that really luxury feel. There aren't many brands that I could say that do this really well. Lisa is in another league. It's stunning. And then finally, I picked up 2 of her lip liners. I picked up these 2 shades because I pretty much picked up most of her lip liners, and so I decided to just complete the set. I have these colours already in the True Velvet formula, so I decided to pick up Decade and Midnight in the 2 Enhance and Define lip pencils. The shelf life is 24 months on the lip liners. They're made in Germany. As you can see, it's that beautiful packaging that Lisa's got with the lips. And then at the tip, it always shows you the colour. So this one is the Midnight one. And that's gorgeous. And I think for this time of year, autumn, winter, I like to use these more sort of darker colours, especially at night. So this one is the colour Decade. Before I put the foundation on, I just wanted to read out what Lisa says in her leaflet. I wanted to create the perfect adjustable foundation for my clients and customers to use when they want to look and feel their absolute best. Drawing on my years of experience making and applying base products, I've created a unique, skin-friendly formula that feels lightweight and melds seamlessly with the skin, delivering a soft focus and perfected skin-like finish. This adjustable coverage foundation can be applied sparingly for partial or light coverage or built up for fuller coverage. Evens out skin tone effortlessly for a perfected look that is long wearing. And then there's key active ingredients. There's nasturtium extract. This plant-derived biotech has been shown to boost oxygen levels in the skin to ensure a healthy glow day after day. In addition, it helps strengthen the skin barrier, boost hydration and smooth the skin. Green tea extract, highly concentrated in antioxidants, this Japanese green tea extract helps stimulate the skin's own defense system to protect from free radical damage, thus reducing inflammation and premature aging. She uses something called Film Excel, a brilliantly clever biopolymer network that forms a resistant and flexible mesh on the skin. 3 minutes after application, the biopolymer sets, delivering a subtle lifting, tightening and smoothing effect. It also acts as a natural barrier against pollution and irritants in the atmosphere. And then the final ingredient is bamboo stem extract. Ultrafine bamboo stem extract that is naturally rich in silica. It helps absorb excess sweat and sebum for a soft and velvety finish without drying the skin. For application, she says prep and moisturize your skin well before applying. Can be applied with fingers, a sponge or a brush. For light coverage, begin with half a pump. Apply to areas of the face that need evening out and blend well. Build as needed to your desired level of coverage. And then she's got a QR code, which if you scan it, just there, which was also on the back of the samples that you might have bought from her, to watch my foundation application tutorial. I haven't watched it, but I will be watching it, but I thought I would just apply it the way I would apply it, and then I'll definitely take some tips from what Lisa says. So I have the Velvet Intrigue on my lips, I have the Affair liner, I have the House of Eldridge Enlivening Blush in Dante's Dream on my cheeks, I have the Crystal Nebula as a highlighter as well as the foundation in number 22, and this is the finished look. I really love this combination. I think that what I love about Lisa's makeup is you have so much that you can mix and match, and even if I didn't want to just have this, I could add a gloss on top by just playing around with some of the bits that I already have from her collection. This is gorgeous. So I've just added a little bit of brow and some mascara, and I think it's just given the look a good everyday kind of look. That's really nice. Something about Lisa's gloss embraces that just take the lipstick up to another level. This really works well because it's got that sort of pinky undertone that Intrigue has. It just looks really nice on top. Kind of look. So now we're going to go into the two lip pencils with the lipsticks that I haven't tried yet in my previous videos, so this will be new for you to see. So this is the colour Velvet Decade with the lip liner, and what's interesting is that it's got a very rich feeling to it. It's definitely better for a darker lipstick like this to have a lip liner, so I'm really pleased that I've got the lip liner for it now. But this is the colour Velvet Decade. One of the things I thought we could do is take the colour Myth, which is probably the closest to this Velvet Decade. I'm going to put the Myth Embrace gloss on top of this lip colour. That's going to give it a really lovely glow. Wow, doesn't that take it to another level? But once you add this Myth on top, the colour changes and becomes more of a kind of deep purple, and it's a gorgeous shade. Wow, Lisa, this is stunning. So this is the colour Velvet Decade with Myth Gloss Embrace on top. So we're just going to go into the last combo. So we're going to take the colour Midnight, and this is the lip liner by Lisa. We're going to try that with the lipstick. And this one is Lisa's deepest colour, and so that's why I wanted to get a lip liner for it, because it's a very deep, rich colour, and I think having the liner just gives my lips more definition and makes the lipstick last longer. This is a gorgeous colour as well. So with the lip liner, this is Lisa's Velvet Midnight. Very, very pretty. So now we're just going to add the same one again in Myth. This is definitely more of a match, so this is going to be interesting to see how this changes the colour. Oh, that's lovely. Isn't that gorgeous? Beautiful colour. So this is the last sort of combination with the liners that I picked up, and oh, it's such a beautiful colour combined with the Gloss Embrace in Myth, which I use for both of them. I think the gloss elevates the look and makes it a lot more richer. I love it, absolutely love it. I have the foundation on now. I've been filming for the last hour or so, hour and a half, and it's holding up really, really well. I would say I have some marks here which it hasn't quite covered, but I think this is quite a dry patch. But in terms of the actual finish, it feels really, really light on. I think I did sort of more of a synopsis in my previous video of how it sits, but for me it feels lovely on the skin. The highlighter is gorgeous, you can see that there, and it's giving me a lovely finish. I wouldn't say it's a glow and I wouldn't say it's a matte, it sits in between, so it's like your skin but just makes your skin look really even and nice. So that is the foundation. So to summarise, I really, really hope that you enjoyed this video. I feel for the people that can't come to London to see Lisa's pop-up, because it is really something special. I know that Lisa is gonna probably be releasing a lot more things in the next coming months, so stay tuned for that. I hope that this video has shown you what I saw through my eyes of visiting her pop-up store, but also shown you how beautiful her products are after having purchased quite a few pieces. Please let me know your thoughts and your comments in the comment section below. I'd love to hear. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you.